a tear, you wiped it dry. I was confused, you cleared my mind. I sold my soul, you bought it back for me and held me up and gave me dignity. Somehow you needed me, you gave me strength to stand alone again, to face the world out on my own again. You put me high upon a pedestal, so high that I could almost see eternity. You needed me, you needed me, and I can't believe it's you, I can't believe it's true. I needed you, and you were there, and I'll never leave. Why should I leave? I'd be a fool, 'cause I finally found someone who really cares. You held my hand when it was cold, when I was lost. You took me home, you gave me hope when I was at the end, and turned my lives back into truth again. You even called me friend, you gave me strength to stand alone again, to face the world out on my own again. You put me high upon a pedestal, so high that I could almost see eternity. You needed me, you needed me, you needed me, you needed me. It's almost 12 o'clock, but what's one more night among so many nights? I sit here all alone, though I must admit by now I'm used to it, and I'm not surprised that you're not home. Since you've grown tired of me, I guess eventually I'll get tired too of waiting some night. But until I do, would it be too much to ask of you to just call me and tell me you're alright? It would only take a dime and the time it takes to call, and all I wanna know is that you're alright. That's all, that's all. I know that it's too late, we're gonna separate. I'd be a fool to think we could go on, and I know by now I've failed you as a wife somehow, and some of my feelings for the shell of a home is gone. Guess it's too late for me and you, there's not much left for us to do, but I still worry about you every night. So until we're really through, is it too much to ask of you to just call me and tell me you're alright? I'd do that much for you if you ever asked me to. Just call me and tell me you're alright.
in dreams of yesterday.
good morning, morning. Hello, sunshine. Wake up, sleepyhead. Why'd we move that Bojangle clock so far away from the bed? Just one more minute, that's why we moved it. One more hug or two. Do you love waking up next to me as much as I love waking up next to you? You make the coffee, I'll make the bed. I'll fix your lunch and you fix mine. Now tell me the truth, do these old shoes look funny? Honey, it's almost 9. Now you be careful, gotta go. I love you, have a beautiful day, and kiss the happiest girl in the whole USA. Skip-a-dee-doo-dah, thank you, Lord, for making him for me. And thank you for letting life turn out the way that I always thought it could be. Now once was a time when I could not imagine how it would feel to say I'm the happiest girl in the whole USA. Now shine on me, sunshine, walk with me, world, it's a skip-a-dee-doo-dah day. I'm the happiest girl in the whole USA. Shine on me, sunshine, walk with me, world, it's a skip-a-dee-doo-dah day. I'm the happiest girl in the whole USA. Shine on me, sunshine, walk with me, world, it's a skip-a-dee-doo-dah day. I will spend my whole life through loving you, just loving you. Winter, summer, springtime too. Loving you, loving you. Makes no difference where I go or what I do. You know that I'll always be loving you, just you and I guess a lot of us thought you were bigger than life, and it just never occurred to us that you would ever die like the rest of us. And it's impossible to put into words all that you've meant to us, but to many, you were the American dream. Besides JFK, you were the only hero some of us ever had. In an age that said we should suppress our feelings, you freed us from some of the prejudices the previous generation was about to pass on to us. In every song you sang of life, you filled our hearts with love and emotions that touched feelings in us that we'd kept hidden for a long time, helping us to get to know ourselves, telling us it's all right to feel, to be the way we are, that self-expression is a God-given right. You did for a whole generation something we couldn't do for ourselves. And because you communicated the depth of your feelings and interpreted ours so well, you were an extension of us, and we wanted everything for you. I guess we could say you were the heart and soul of and to one generation. You also represented a part of us that we weren't sure of, that we dreamed of being. You made us aware of our own potential, even though we knew we might never find the secret in ourselves for reaching it, as you did. But you showed us it could be done, and so excluded yourself from society to preserve the mystery that made you that American dream. I guess that's why we put you on a pedestal so high that you could do no wrong. We didn't want you to be subject to human ills as we were. We didn't want to know you any better than we did. We wanted you to be perfect, and telling us something that spoiled our image of you would be worse than finding out for the first time there was no Santa Claus. But now the call has come, and fate says your time is up, and we can't believe you're gone. It seems like the world ought to stop moving, or that life shouldn't go on. But it does, and we will, till our time comes. And that's reality, I guess, reminding us of our own unimportance. That life is here, life is gone, just like that, even for those who seemingly have everything. And so a part of us has died with you. But the monument we leave to you is not made of stone, but of love. It's a big empty space in our hearts that was reserved for only you, that no one else can ever feel. What was once a dream is now a memory. What was once a reality is now a dream. But the impact you had on our world will last until the last life you touched is gone. We're sure gonna miss you, and nobody will ever take your place. Stared out the window and I struggled for something to say. You left in the rain without closing the door. I didn't stand in your way. Now I miss you more than I missed you before, and now where I'll find comfort, God knows. You struggled for something to say. You left in the rain without closing the door. I didn't stand in your way. Now I love you more than I loved you before, and now where I'll find comfort, God knows. You One time I thought I'd never learn to, but someone came along and helped me like I'm helping you. And if I can fly, I'll bet you can too. I don't know what misfortune kept you down this time, but there's usually a reason for it all. And you run into things that hurt you all the time, and the higher up, the harder that you fall. First thing you have to do is be sure you want to fly, 'cause no one in the world can do it for you. Then practice what you learn by doing all that you can do, 'cause if I can fly, I'll bet you can too. I don't know what misfortune kept you down this time, but there's usually a reason for it all. And you run into things that hurt you all the time, and the higher up, the harder that you fall. So go spread your little bluebird wings and fly away. May the melodies of love always be with you, and someday you'll help someone remember what I'm telling you. If I can fly, I'll bet you can too. Da 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 da. If I can fly, I'll bet you can too. If I can fly, I'll bet you can too. If I can fly, I'll bet you can too. If I can fly, I'll bet you can too. You had better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. I said he's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. And he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. And he knows if you've been bad or good. So be good, for goodness sake. He's got little tin horns, little toy drums, Rudy Toot Toot and Rummy Tum Tum. Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah. And he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. And he knows if you've been bad or good. So be good, for goodness sake. I said you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Who's coming? I said Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah. You had better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. I said he's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. And he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows I do. And they say you'll never know till you walk up to that man and look into his eyes of love and touch the nail scars in his hand. Then if you can walk away knowing all he died to do, that's when I'll just have to say, I guess he didn't die for you. Anybody here wanna live forever? Say I do. Anybody here wanna walk on golden streets? Say I do. Anybody here sick and tired of living like you do? Anybody here want a home with love forever? Say I do. Anybody here wanna live forever? Say I do. Anybody here wanna walk on golden streets? Say I do. Anybody here sick and tired of living like you do? Anybody here want a home with love forever? Say I do. Anybody here wanna live forever? Say I do. Maybe I hang around here a little more than I should. We both know I got somewhere else to go, but I got something to tell you that I never thought I would. But I believe you really ought to know. I love you. I honestly love you. You don't have to answer. I see it in your eyes. Maybe it was better left unsaid. But this is pure and simple, and you must realize it's coming from my heart and not my head. I love you. I honestly love you. I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable. I'm not trying to make you anything at all. But this feeling doesn't come along every day, and you shouldn't blow the chance when you get the chance to say, I love you. I love you. I honestly love you. If we both were born in another place and time, this moment might be ending in a kiss. But there you are with yours, and here I am with mine. So I guess we'll just be leaving it at this. I love you. I honestly love you. This past year was good to us. The one before, just a little rough. The one before that was an awful thing. What will the new year bring? Will it bring us a little boy to fill our lives with love and joy? We've had our share of growing pains. What will the new year bring? Used to 1 and 1 make 2. Now 1 and 1 make 1. I hope you will love me throughout the year to come. We've made our mistakes with love. We learned that it can't promise us tomorrow and forever things. What will the new year bring? Wish I hadn't read our horoscope. Things look stormy for Scorpios. Virgo's supposed to sprout their wings. What will the new year bring? Will you want me to love you the way you know I do? And will you walk through life with me another year or two? Or 3 or 4 or 5 or 600 years or more? Happy New Year, darling, for whatever is in store. But you can't be a beacon if your light don't shine. How can you ask for truth when you do not truthfully live? How can you ask forgiveness when you don't forgive? I don't mean to bring you down or speak to you unkind, but you can't be a beacon if your light don't shine. You can't be a beacon if your light don't shine. You can't be a beacon if your light don't shine. There's a little light in all of us by God's design, but you can't be a beacon if your light don't shine. How can you ask a child to be honest and true when he can only judge what's right by what he sees in you? How can you offer vision yet walk around blind? No, you can't see a beacon if its light don't shine. You can't be a beacon if your light don't shine. You can't be a beacon if your light don't shine. There's a little light in all of us by God's design, but you can't be a beacon if your light don't shine. May God's love surround you, may you find a brighter day. May He grant you the peace you seek in every way. God's light burns in each life, yours and mine, and you can be a beacon if you'll just let it shine. You can't be a beacon if you let it shine. You can't be a beacon trust you, but I just worry, and I miss you, and I need missing sometimes too. And when the fighting and the crying lead to saying that we're through, recall the words that I inscribed on my heart for you. Whatever I say means I love you. Whatever foolish thing I do means I care for you. When you sort it all out, you're what I'm all about. If you can love me long enough, I'll learn to show you.